in the morning in April, and I've just driven my car into the woods. My plan today was to go on a short bog trail, a boardwalk, to the Viru Bog, and now it's raining. I wanted to see the sunrise, but now it's raining. And I am going out in the rain, and I'm gonna go get wet in the dark forest over there. I've been driving all night. Yeah. I really hope you can hear the birds, because the birds are excited. And this is why I'm able to come before dawn onto a trail where I've been twice, I think. I'm able to come here because it is very simple to follow. As you can see, there is a boardwalk, and this is one of the trails. This is accessible even for people who use a wheelchair. This is where we're going, Viru Bog. So here I am. Hiking trail from Oando to Ikla, bicycle trail, and this is where I'm going. Here is a board saying that the Oando Ikla long distance hiking trail route has changed. A marker for the hiking trail. This is quite close to this northern terminus. And this is a sign saying that you should not cycle down this boardwalk. You should just push your bicycle aside. Dear guest, don't pick plants, don't litter, don't smoke. Don't smoke is the most important one, I think, because right now, as you can see, it is flooded, but during the summertime it can be extremely dry. So hello to you all again. I'm doing a trail today. It's not even a day hike, it's a morning hike, because the trail is very short. And essentially my idea was to come to this bog, to this watchtower, to watch the sunrise. And I don't know if it's going to succeed because it's raining and there's clouds, but I can see some pink through the forest. So maybe I will see some sunrise. This bog is without a doubt the most popular bog in the country to visit because it's close to Tallinn, the capital. It's easy to come here, and this boardwalk is very accessible. So if today is going to be a beautiful day with a nice weather, you might easily see a couple of hundred people here during a Sunday, but not at 5:30 a.m. I realize it's been really quiet for so many months now, but I'm trying to get back to making these videos. And so yeah, I have a plan to hike Estonia's longest hiking trail this summer. It is 822 kilometers long, which is about 510 miles. Goes from the northwest part of the country to all the way down to the southeast. But I will be hiking it in the other direction, starting down from the south and moving northbound. And I thought I would talk a little bit about why I'm doing this trail and why I'm going to try through hiking or long distance hiking, and what my plans are with this channel here. How does a beginner hiker prepare for a through hike? So I feel I should say a few words about the backstory of why I'm doing this hike. And the first kind of reason I wanted to try this trail was that this trail exists. This trail is there and it's ready to be hiked. I've no previous experience in long distance hiking or even overnight backpacking, but I have done bicycle touring, I have done canoeing, and I used to think that why would anyone want to walk such a long distance where you can just ride it much quicker, see much more in one day, and have more fun doing it. Long distance hiking trails, they're quite new in this country. We have two as of now. The first one, which is where I am now actually, I think it was opened in 2012. And the second one, the longer one, the one that I'm going to hike, was opened in 2013. So it's been around for quite a while, and quite a number of people have already done it. I started looking at this trail, I think a couple of years ago, and I noticed something. I noticed that where it officially begins in the northwest, that's kind of my home region, and I thought that if I hiked the trail kind of in the opposite direction, starting from the south, I would see a lot of my country that I haven't really explored before, the southern parts and the nature over there. And the second thing is that with every step I would kind of come closer to home, and eventually I would be at home. And the prospect of that kind of seemed very, very inviting. For this hike, I think since 2016 when I got the idea that I want to do it, and since last summer in 2017 I decided that I will hike this trail in 2018, which is this year now. Yeah, it will be a great challenge for myself in, terms of what I can do and how much I will enjoy it and will I learn from it, and I hope it will be an awesome experience. So, how am I preparing for my first thru hike? Obviously walking 500 miles requires, endurance, and I don't do anything special or anything differently other than I would if I wasn't thru hiking. I just keep fit. At the moment, I believe I'm fully capable of walking 20 to 30 to 40 kilometers in a day. It should not be a problem. And anyway, you can hike in whichever physical form you are. If you can walk, then you can hike. So I'm not worried about that. The next part of any preparation is to assemble the gear. As I said, I don't have any experience in hiking on foot, which means that most of the camping gear that I own has to be replaced by something lighter, because the things that I have, they simply won't do. I have assembled most of my gear. I will be doing a full gear video once I have everything and once I've tested it and done perhaps a shakedown hike. I will say this though, that since I'm a beginner hiker, I am not going to have a completely ultralight setup. I'm only testing and finding out what works for me, and I don't want to give up certain items and levels of comfort just yet. I may give them up during the hike, I don't know, give a few items away or send them home, but right now I'm going between a compromise between a cost, weight, and comfort, so that's it. But as I said, I will do a full gear setup very soon. So, a few words about the conditions where I will be hiking. As I said, I will do this in the summer. In Estonia we have 4 seasons, 4 distinct, more or less distinct seasons, and the climate is temperate maritime. So in the summertime it's quite warm, it can rain, it can have chilly evenings and chilly nights, especially in the beginning of the summer, but it can also have really hot days. So I'm going with quite a light setup, and I'm not very worried about being like super cold, but of course I will have my base layers. So I am hiking in Estonia's warmest season because I simply don't like being cold or wet, and I think I will enjoy this hike more if I do it in the summer, although it can sometimes be hot and I don't like heat, but I guess I will just have to deal. I will record my entire journey on video, share it with you and take you with me if you want to come, and perhaps it will inspire you to choose Estonia for one of your future hikes. It's really one of the reasons I'm doing this channel, because I genuinely want to show the world what we have in this little corner of the globe, and how beautiful the nature here can really be. So yeah, this is why I'm doing the channel, and this is why I'm vlogging my hike, my hikes, my hike today, my through hike, all of my future hikes. I'm gonna vlog them all. And I hope you will come one day and experience it for yourself. So I will vlog my entire journey with my camera that I'm using right now. It is the Olympus Tough TG-A70, which is kind of a cheap camera to start out with, but I really like what it does. So, and the last part of preparation for a through hike for me is the mental preparation, which is something that I think sometimes is overlooked, but it's really important. I haven't locked myself out of my comfort zone like this before, like I will be on this hike, and I hope to learn a lot from it. And I understand that I can't, go indoors when the weather is bad or when it's cold or raining for 3 days. I have to deal with it, and just enjoy as much of it as I can. I'm also scared to sleep in the woods alone, definitely scared, but part of the reason why I'm doing this hike is so that I could deal with my fears and just not be scared anymore, because it's irrational. So yes, but how I'm actually preparing to deal with these things is that I'm just trying to put myself in those conditions, to sort of test them out, just like you test out your gear. For example, I'm here at 5 a.m. I walked through pretty much dark woods to get where I am right now, and so yeah, I'm going out when it's raining, I'm going out when it's cold, I'm going out for day hikes, I'm looking out of the window when it's cold and unpleasant outside, and I'm thinking that in 2 months you have to deal with this weather and you will have nowhere to go except your tent. So I'm a person who likes to prepare thoroughly, and this is the best I've come up with. So another thing I want to do is to invent different challenges for this hike, so to make it more fun. Like, for example, doing some night hiking, or 24-hour challenges, or even, I don't know, going to film the sunrise again somewhere. So I hope to keep my channel more updated on the coming months leading up to the hike, and I will try to post more often. So if you have any questions regarding this hike or hiking in Estonia, or anything at all about hiking, so feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you're interested in seeing more of these videos, let me know by hitting the subscribe or like buttons. They are greatly appreciated. So I will see you all next time, and in the meantime, go outside and experience it for yourself. And this is what it used to look like, the older part of the boardwalk. But it's good too. At the moment it's a little bit slippy because it's wet.